Hey guys, welcome to Stat 10. This is Professor Davila speaking. So Stat 10, I didn't put the fast track part here, but if you guys are here, you guys should be in the fast track second half of Stat 10, Intro to Elementary Statistics. And here I have the class set up for Mondays through Fridays, obviously online. So office hours are by appointment. So just send me an email, let me know that you want to meet up with me, and we'll schedule a Zoom link, a Zoom conference, so that you guys could get any questions answered. Primary source of communication is going to be email right here, and mostly because the phone number, I don't exactly know how to get to the phone number. No big deal though, email here. And text is going to be statistics. So it's basically going to be my stat lab from Pearson. This is a textbook that you could get. If you want something hard copy, I recommend that you get it used, because if you get it new, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. We'll talk about this a little bit later in the video. And course materials. So I'm not sure if you've taken a stats class before, but this course is going to be primarily taught on Microsoft Excel. So once we get to our Canvas portion of this video, I'll show you guys how to get access to Excel if you don't already have it. But once you get access to it, it does it's free for Chaffey College students, so you guys won't have to pay anything out of pocket for that. There are other applications that you could use. If you want to use a calculator, you can, but this is going to be a little bit easier to use, Microsoft Excel, and mostly because if you are going to use statistics outside of the classroom, it's going to be very beneficial that you know how to use some of the commands already from Excel. So kind of thought it would be a little bit better to show you guys off of this already. If you don't have Excel, for example, if you have a Mac, you should be familiar with Pages, Numbers, and Keynote. That's equivalent to Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. So Numbers is going to be the replacement for Excel. Or if you don't have either one of those, you could use like the Google Docs. I believe it's called Google Sheets for the Excel version, but we could talk about that later. Prerequisites are eligibility for Math 25 or higher, or as determined by the Chaffey assessment process. So if you guys are here, you guys should already meet these requirements. Course description, introduction to descriptive and inferential statistics. So we'll learn a little bit about those later. You guys could go ahead and read that stuff on your own. Class norms, so you have the right to be heard by your peers. So we will have open discussion boards on Canvas, so you guys could work on those, but I don't want to see any fighting on those. So make sure, I want to promote a friendly environment here. So no question is a dumb question. No response should come back with hate. Like, I don't want to see any hate on there. So just respect one another, and that's both giving criticism and getting criticism. If there's something a little bit iffy on your reasoning, then someone might correct it, but just take the criticism. And if I do see a problem, I'll address it myself. But another great thing, ways to succeed in a math class: one, ask questions. Can't really be active in class because we're not in a physical class, we're in an online class, but ask as many questions as you need. I'm always available, and use all resources available. I am one of your resources, so please make sure you email me as often as you need to. I won't deny any emails. 2, use the tutoring services of the Math Success Center. So realistically, it would be in Math 121, like on campus, but there is a Math Success Center page, like a Canvas page, that you guys should have access to already. If not, I'll show you guys how to get there. 3, form a study group with fellow students. You guys have Zoom. You guys are able to work on stuff if you guys need to. On Zoom, you could meet like once a week with other classmates. It's easier to work with people because you guys are all struggling with the same sort of material. You guys are all being tortured by the exact same teacher, so it makes it a little bit easier. and exchange phone numbers so that you could get the notes. So again, that's more for like a face-to-face class, but let's continue. Do the homework on a daily basis. Don't wait until the last minute to complete the homework. It's just going to make everyone frustrated. I don't want, like, it's going to be a lot easier if you work on homework a little bit at a time. Work on it till you get frustrated, so that way you know what kind of questions to ask if you guys do have any questions. But just don't wait till the last minute to complete all of the homework. Part 5, leave any bad experiences at the virtual door. So please don't bring in any like negative energy towards math. I understand that math might not be everyone's strong suit. So I'll work and try to do my best to help you guys succeed in this class. And again, if you guys do have any questions, just email me. Important dates. So you can find these also on the not Canvas, like the chafee.edu page under calendar or academic calendar, something like that. But these are all the important dates that you guys are going to see for the class. Now we have our grade breakdown. So for participation will be in the form of the Math Success Center requirements. So I'll show you guys exactly how to get there here in a minute. Or, you know what, let's do it right now. So if you guys don't have it already, oh, I see, because I'm a student here. So it would be the Success Centers right here. And as soon as you pop in here, you could either schedule an appointment or go straight to the center. So I recommend scheduling an appointment. So we could either do the, this is for essays. So ACD, so what we're looking for is a STEM Success Center. STEM Success Center, and we could schedule appointments there. And there's a bunch of different things you could do. You could either get tutoring, so math tutoring would be for this one, or statistics tutoring, workshops. So directed learning activities, you guys have that as one of the options. You could do a DLA. Learning group is what you form with friends and you get a tutor, say once a week. And workshops is something professors run or someone that's an expert in that field. So I actually have one workshop a week. If you guys ever wanted to join that one, you guys will automatically get the verification form if you guys show up to that. But you could do either one of those, a tutoring session, a workshop, learning group, or directed learning activity, DLA. So either one of those you could do. You guys will get credit for this part right here for the participation. And with participation, what I want you to do is post the verification form to Canvas. And with each of those, I want one per exam. So right before each exam, your cutoff date is going to be once the exam is open. That's going to be the last time that you're able to do a workshop or anything. So my intention is that you guys attend a workshop or tutoring session, so that way you guys could be a little bit more prepared for the exam. So it won't make any sense if I schedule it due after the exam once you've already taken it. So the cutoff date is going to be the exam. So with that said, you're going to have 10 points per verification, and participation itself is going to be worth 50 points towards your overall grade. The second thing is going to be homework, and we'll talk a little bit more about my stat lab once we get to it. But homework is going to be conducted on my stat lab, and my stat lab has a bunch of different things. You have your homework is going to be from there. Your exams are going to be there. Your ebook is going to be there, along with a couple of other resources that will be made available to you guys. It'll all be right here on my stat lab. Homework itself is going to be 25% of your grade, so make sure you get that taken care of ahead of time, so that way you could ask questions in a timely manner. But yeah, that's about it there. Exams, there are going to be 5 exams throughout the semester. So no makeup exams are going to be given. I do get that this is a fast track class, so it might be a little hectic. Keep me in the loop and I'll see what I could do, but no makeup exams will be given. And cheating is a violation of the code of conduct and will not be tolerated in this class. So cheating includes letting someone copy your work. So cheating in this sense is going to be you guys all work on the exam together and you guys copy each other's answers. So as long as I don't see any of that going on, you guys should be fine. Let's see. Your lowest exam will be dropped. So notice that there are 5 exams. Each exam is going to be worth 100 points, but there's only 400 points that will be counted towards your overall grade. 5 exams. Your lowest one is going to be dropped. Exams are worth 400 points for your overall grade. And the reason behind that is just because I get exams might be a little bit tricky. The first exam is almost always like a little test run to see how the exams work here in this class. So I don't want that to affect your grade too much. And final exam. So the final exam is cumulative, meaning the stuff that you learn on the very first day of class is going to be on the exam given on the very last day of class. So even if you go into the final exam with 100%, notice that that's 30% for the final exam. So you could still pass, technically you could still pass the class with the 70%. If you do not take the final exam, then a letter grade of F is going to be counted towards your overall grade. And I'm really, really sorry about that, but it's not my role. It's the role of Chaffey College. So make sure that you pass this final exam in order to pass the class. And your final exam, again, is going to be worth 300 points. And it's a little weird the way we have all these points broken up, but we have the breakdown right here. So if you add all of these together, we end up with 1,000 points. So with this grade, anywhere between 1,000 and 900 will receive an A. Anywhere between 899 and 800 will receive a B, and so on and so forth, going down all the way. Let's see. So here's a couple of things from the campus resources, like the Student Success Centers, the Veteran Center, CalWorks, and all that other stuff, honors program, and all of that material. So now going back to Canvas, let's get to our class. So once you're already in Canvas, you go down here. We're in the fall 2021 Fast Track 2. So now that we have all this, let me make it look like I'm a student. So the way this class is going to be ran, we have our must-haves. So here you're going to find your Pearson, the student registration for Pearson, ConferZoom. So this is the link that you're going to use to get to a ConferZoom. So if we do schedule an appointment, this is where you're going to go to get it. Microsoft Suite. Once you go into this website here, you could wait till it loads. There we go. So here you would put in your student email. And as soon as you put your student email in, make sure it's your student email, not your personal email. Using the student email is automatically going to put you in like the list of schools. So it'll like you'll see that you're eligible. If you're not eligible, please let me know and we could figure out something different. And this is if you don't have Microsoft, but if you already have the Microsoft Office, then you should be fine. This is just to get Excel, so that way we could work with the class. And again, if you don't need Excel, you don't want Excel, you are able to use a couple other options. You could use Numbers. You could also use Google Sheets, not Sheets, Google, I think it's Google Sheets. But yeah. All right, so now that we've gone over that part, let's go back to here. That's Microsoft Suite. To get your syllabus, you could jump right here. It's in our must-haves right here. Participation. So this is going to change a little bit before our class starts. This is where you'll put your verification forms. And here we have our lecture slides. I have them by chapter. So it's the entire chapter or chapter 1, entire PDF here, all the way down to chapter 3. We're not covering all of that material, but we are covering most of it. There's also going to be one more tab that says videos or lecture videos. And that's where this video, where you'll find this video and all the other videos for the lecture using these slides right here. So you guys will have access to all of that too. And let's talk about Pearson now. So here's a student registration. What you're going to do is download this page. And this page is just giving you step-by-step instructions on how to get to Pearson's My Stat Lab or My Lab Statistics. And from here, just following these directions, we could follow the link here. So go back home, must-haves, Pearson, My Lab, and Mastering. You would come here and click on this link, and it's going to take you straight to Pearson. You're going to open My Lab and Mastering, and just following these steps, you're going to have access to my class. So if you already have a Pearson account, you would just type all this stuff. You would just type in your username and password. But if you don't, you would just create a new login. So we could say student username. So once you create an account, there's going to be a link. What I recommend is you guys get the first 2 weeks free. At the very, very bottom, there's going to be the tiniest little link somewhere around here. Once you fill in, once you create an account and do all that stuff. Or let's see if we could actually fill it in. So once you do that, if you have an access code already, if you bought the book, you would click this. If you want to pay for it already, you would click one of these right here. So don't click for the 24-month one because you're paying for an entire 2 years of only using this class for 8 weeks. The cheapest version is going to be this one right here. But if you're still a little bit iffy about the class, you could come down here and get temporary access without payment for 14 days. So this is going to be the link that you click to get like immediate access for free for 2 weeks. Be sure that if you are going to participate in this class, that you do eventually pay for it after the 2 weeks. If you continuously do this and just keep updating the emails, what ends up happening is it creates a brand new account every single time. So it doesn't track all the progress that you've already made. So it'll bring your grade down dramatically. Because once this access is through, I don't have access to like grab any of that information anymore. So just be sure that you guys pay for it after the 2 weeks if you guys don't already pay for it up front. And I believe that's it. So we do have announcements. Announcements will be posted every once in a while. So right now it doesn't have anything, but on the very first day, you guys will have something that kind of helps out with the class a little bit more. But if you guys don't have any questions, or if you guys do have any questions, just send me an email, let me know, and good luck in the class. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Bye.